On today's episode, we are gonna talk about design salaries to have a better understanding on how much designers are making from all over the world. Ultimately, I'll share with you some tips on how to negotiate your job offer. Ciao, if you're new here, my name is Sara and I'm a product designer working at a tech company in the UK. As you watch this video, do let me know in the comments if there are things I haven't covered that you would like to know, and I'll make sure to get back to you. By the way, if you like this video and would like to see more from me, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified whenever I publish new ones. I'm very excited yet nervous because today I will be revealing the salary of 28 designers spread across the world, including my one, and I will also be giving you some tips on how to negotiate your salary. If you're watching this video, it's probably because you want to know how much money other designers are making. But like most careers, the salary of a UX, product, web designer can be quite variable depending on the level of experience, the company they work for, and obviously where they're based. The problem is that people don't like talking about their salaries. It's something quite private that we like keeping for ourselves. But on the other hand, we see designers on YouTube, Medium or whatever talking about their six-figure salaries all the time, which is good, it's inspiring, but it also kind of discourages us who don't earn that much to be transparent and open with the others about our salaries. That's why I've decided to make this video. So today we're gonna look at real salaries from interns, juniors, seniors, UX designers, product designers, web designers, and so on from all over the world. Alright, let's get into it! During the past few weeks, I've invited designers on Instagram and Twitter to fill out a form and collect information about their job title, their experience level, their location, their company, and obviously their salary. If you're one of those, first, thank you very much. Your help will be super valuable, especially for those who are struggling with salary negotiation. Now, over to you. So, the first designer is Vincent. Vincent is a mid-weight UI UX designer based in the Netherlands. He's a contractor and has a salary of 36,000 euros. Hi Vincent, and good luck with your career. The next one doesn't have a name. Some people prefer to stay anonymous, and that's totally fine. I don't care. This person is an in-house senior product designer in Berlin, earning 72,000 euros per year. The third one is another anonymous, but hey, this person is a lead product designer based in London who's contracting for £550 per day. Next one is Rick from Brazil. He's another contractor and he's a senior service UX designer whose monthly income is around 18,000 US dollars. Now it's Christine. She's a senior UI UX designer working remotely from California. Her salary is 115,700. I think it's easier if you read it, plus 15,000 bonus. Yeah, bonuses are a good thing to consider when applying for a job. Well done, Christine. Next one is Jordan. Jordan is a mid-weight product designer working in Sydney, and his salary is 125,000 Australian dollars, which is around 79,000 pounds. I don't know. Next one is Lou, a freelance senior product designer based in Mount Vernon. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. And his salary is, wow, $160,000. Next one is Michael from Verona, Italy. Yes, we've got an Italian. He's working as a junior UI UX designer at an agency, and woo, we got one agency. He earns 1,150 euros per month, and I reckon this is after tax. Next one is Alex. Alex is an in-house senior product designer based in Berlin, earning 82,000 euros per year. That's pretty good. Now we've got Megan. Megan is a freelance senior designer working in Brighton, and her salary is 60k. Next one is Hugo. He's a junior UI UX designer from Monterrey. Mexico. He works at an agency and he makes 650 US per month. Then we've got Jake. Jake lives in London. He's another junior product designer working in-house. His salary is 25,750. Well, good luck, Hugo and Jake. I'm sure you're gonna nail it. Now we've got Meg. She's an in-house mid-weight UI UX designer from Charlotte, North Carolina. She makes 75,000 US dollars plus 22,000 in bonuses. Then we've got an anonymous from Bangalore, India. He's a senior product designer working in-house. His salary is 45 lakhs, which is 47,000 British pounds. Then we've got Giorgio. Giorgio lives in Gothenburg, Sweden. He's an in-house mid-weight UI UX designer and he's making 40,500 SEK per month, which is around 47 grand per year. Yes, we got it. We are nearly at the end, guys. Let's keep going. We've got Akriti from India. He's a junior UI UX designer making 500,000 rupees per year, which is around 5,200 UK sterling. Next is Jenna from Canada. She's an in-house mid-weight product designer like me. She makes 73,000 Canadian dollars, which is around 42 grand per year, I think. Next is Rachel. Rachel is a senior service designer in Cambridge and she's contracting for 525 a day, roughly 81 grand per year. Our last designers have recorded themselves, which was super nice. Thank you, guys. Now over to you.
Hi, I'm a product designer based in London, and this is my first full-time permanent job as a designer. Before I was working as a contractor and as a freelancer on websites such as freelancer.com. And my first job as a product designer, I came to it with a little bit of experience already working as a contractor, so I had my portfolio to show and different projects to show. And in this job as a product designer in London, I earn £35,000 a year. I expect to move to a different job after maybe 2 years and earn a little bit more, but for now on, as the first job, it's £35,000 a year.
Hello everyone, I'm going to tell you my salary history. I am a product designer with about 4 years of experience and I am currently very happy with my salary and I want to take you on the journey towards that. So I come from an engineering background, although my master's was in human-computer interaction. So my first job right after university, which was in Stockholm, Sweden, was as a UX researcher in-house for a mid-sized company. I was their first UX person, and I was aiming first at about 41,000 US dollars a year because that's kind of a very conservative or modest salary for an engineer. But I was offered 37,000 and I just accepted that because I just wanted a job. So I continued working there for about 1.5 years as a UX researcher, and then I transitioned into UX UI design because that was a lot more useful, especially because there are more jobs for that. So my salary was raised to 41,000. And then after that, after 2 years, I decided to move to Hong Kong and try to find a job there, also as a UX UI designer. And I got an offer from a startup as an in-house UX UI designer, and I had kind of asked around about what would be appropriate, so I think I was aiming for about 46,000 US dollars a year. And they first counter offered with 37,000, but then I was able to negotiate that up to 42,000 US dollars. So that was very similar to my previous company, but what should be mentioned is that Stockholm has a tax rate of 30%. Hong Kong has a tax rate of 12%, so this was actually a good bump up. And then at this point, I had about 2 years of experience. And then about a year after that, I got laid off due to Corona. So this was in 2020. And I started to look for other jobs. At this point, I felt that I was very solidly a mid-level designer. So I started to become more bold with my strategy. And I ended up, so I was applying to companies both in Hong Kong and in Stockholm, but I found a great opportunity at a big corporation, big famous company, and my expectation was, or my goal, kind of dreamy goal, was to get about 57,000 US dollars year. But I was negotiating, right? And I tried to, asked for a range that was above my target. And that ended with me, the initial offer being 62,000 US dollars a year. So that went above my target, but I still continued to negotiate, and I ended up with 64,000 US dollars a year. So that is where I'm at right now, and I'm very happy with that. That's definitely a lot higher than I thought I could get. So my advice is just to aim for the stars and let them tell you that you have to lower it down instead of you already lowering the salary by yourself.
Hi, I'm Renata, and I'm a junior UI designer. I work for a company that helps individuals and businesses meet legal requirements for their websites or apps. For example, we have a generator for privacy and cookie policy, a cookie banner, and there's lots more to it, but just to give you an idea. And so I'm an in-house designer there. My current yearly salary is 25K, and that's in euros. So I live in Europe, in Slovakia, but the company is Italian and I work remotely. As far as expectations for this job, they were not very high because I was changing careers. I was looking for jobs with zero experience. So this is my first UI or design job, and I was pleasantly surprised when I got this offer because before I worked as a project manager and the highest I've ever earned was 17K around. So this is a nice upgrade for me, and it is way above average here in Slovakia in general, but also looking at designer jobs here. For example, I saw some positions that offered half as much or a little bit more, but they wanted 5 years of experience. So yeah, that's my salary.
And this was our last one. Thank you guys for being so honest and transparent on my channel. If you want to join the next topic, then follow me on Instagram and Twitter and stay tuned. Now it's time to reveal my salary. So my total income is £51,000, but that's because 27% comes from freelance work and sponsors. When looking for a new job, I think it's important to consider other things beyond the salary. For example, commuting to work can be quite stressful and expensive, especially if you live in the UK. Plus, job security is super important. Don't forget that the higher the salary, the higher chance of redundancy if the company is not doing well. Now, let's talk about how to negotiate a job offer. First thing to remember is that job negotiation is not a conflict where one side loses and one side wins. You should see negotiation as a collaboration where you're aiming to design a win-win solution that can benefit you as well as the company. For example, if the company can't offer the salary you want, you can ask about what steps to take to get to that level, or what opportunities for growth they can offer. You can also negotiate other things such as working from home, paid courses, events, bonuses, and so on. Do your research and remember that like designing, negotiation is a skill that you can improve by practicing, and many employers see negotiation as a desirable skill in the people they hire. And that's all from me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions about design salaries, or you want to share your salary, your ideal salary, leave them in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell button to get notified whenever I publish new ones. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!